Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Ray Pastor, and today I'm going to talk about setting up an online course, making your course organized. So as the instructor of a course, you want to make sure that your course is really user-friendly. And I'm going to show you how I've done that. I'm going to show you how I've done it using Canvas, learning management system, but you can do it in Blackboard or anything else that you're using, Desire to Learn, whatever it is, very similarly, because I've done this in Blackboard as well, set it up to be very similar. I've been teaching online courses since maybe 2005, 2006. So I've been doing it for a number of years, and I've, slowly perfected and perfected and perfected. And obviously it's never perfect, but so far, this is what I have. And I kind of want to show everyone so you can get a sense of, different things, because it's always great to look at others' courses, at their designs, and say, oh, I could be doing that. And I love looking at everyone else's courses as well, because I learn stuff too, little things that I'm just not doing. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Canvas here, and I'm going to log into one of my courses. All right, so on login, we automatically see, a welcome message. So right when they log into the course, they see a welcome message. In that welcome message, I introduce myself. I have a link to my website. They can go on my website. They can see pictures of me. They can read about me. They can see my resume. I think that's really important for students to be able to do. I tell them how the course is going to be divided up. This course is a summer class, so it's only 4.5 weeks. So it's divided up into 4 units. Each week is a unit, but I tell them that right away. This is how your course is divided up. Then I give them tips to be successful in my class. Those can vary based on your course, but I give them, this is how you are successful in here. I tell them to contact me. I tell them to log in a few times per week, but I give them all of those directions of what they should be doing when they start the class. I tell them how their assignments are submitted. I tell them to plan. I just give them little tips of things they need to do to be successful. Then I tell them how to get started. I go through, and I have this information in other places, but this welcome message, I have everything they need. Getting started. Here's how you get started. Remember, students come into your online class sometimes never having taken one before, or taken them with different professors, and their organization's different. So I had lay it out all up front. Oh, and I send this email to my students, before the first day of class, they get this email. So getting started. I said, first thing you need to do is go through your syllabus, go through your schedule, go through your projects, see some sample projects. Right away, I knock that out. Then I tell them the first week of classes, this is what to do. I give them the dates, and I tell them what it is. So that's their welcome message. I introduce myself. I tell them tips for being successful in the class. I tell them how to get started in the course, and I tell them what to do the first week. So they know, they have all that information. They see that immediately upon entering. It's also in the forums, which I'll show in the announcements, and I've sent it via email. So they can't say they haven't gotten that. Additionally, each week of the class, which in this case is each unit, I send them an email similar to this that tells them, here's what to do this. Hey, class, here's what's going on. Here's what's happening this week. Here's what you're learning about. Here's what's due. So that they are refreshed. I make sure I send it on the same day every week. So if this class happens to be, it started on a Wednesday and ends on a Wednesday, so I'm sending them every Wednesday, but usually throughout the semester, it's Mondays they expect it. All right, so that's their course. So that's the layout of the welcome screen. We get to our syllabus. I divide my syllabus into 3 sections, which includes a syllabus, which is, my course policies, which I've created another video for. And then I have a course schedule and their projects and rubric description. I'm not going to open each of these 3. I've created other videos to talk about how to develop these. But I make sure they're separate. I keep my syllabus separate from my schedule and projects because it gets huge and it can get confusing. I try to keep them separate, so they want to see the schedule, they click the schedule. I have all of these housed under course syllabus, just so they're all there. Whenever they have questions, they can see all these. Additionally, a Canvas feature is it tells them when all their assignments are due. But that's obviously in the course schedule as well. Then I have a discussion board. In my discussion board, the way I use my classes, if possible, is I make sure that my discussion board is where all their assignments are submitted as well. Now, you can't do this for every class, and it doesn't work for classes with tests, but classes it works. It's great because students can see what their peers are submitting. Another reason I like this, it makes them feel like they should do a little better because their peers are going to see what they've done. So for my basic discussions, I have an anything goes where they can talk about course or non-course related information. I have announcements. This is where I post course announcements. All announcements are emailed to students as well. This is where I'll post like, here's what's due this week, or hey, I finished grading your assignments, go in and check. I have an introductions forum. In the introduction forum, I tell them all to post a picture because this is an online course. We want to put faces with names. I tell them to post a picture of themselves. I also tell them to tell us about them. Where do they work? What are they doing? Where are they in their life? What are their hobbies and interests? Let's get to know each other. Why are you here? What are your goals of the program? I have a help forum where students can post questions. Then I have discussions for each unit. I try to keep this so everything is very easy, so they're not clicking 10 links to get to various discussions. All of our discussions for Unit 1 happen here. Then this is where they submit their projects. So they actually submit their projects in the discussion board for this course. I keep it all very simple and easy. We go to our modules. All right, so I have each unit broken up into Unit 1 content, Unit 1 assignments, Unit 2 content, Unit 2 assignments, and so on. So each unit, I have the content and I have the assignments. If we click on the sample of the content, you can see what it looks like. I tell them, here's what we're going to be going through in this unit. Here are the goals for the unit. I've written the goals like objectives so they know specifically what they're going to be doing. Then I have, to complete this unit, go through the following content and complete the assignments. And then I have my content. So you can see I have some written text here for them to read. And then I have a lot of videos that I've created. A lot of the videos I create, I use PowerPoint and I make a video of it. I don't just throw a PowerPoint on the screen. I create a lot of videos where I go through my lectures. You can see I actually break them up into small, less than 5-minute videos because my students don't want to sit there for 30 minutes and hear me lecture. If I have 30 minutes of lecture, I'll break that up into, 3 to 6 videos that they can watch so they don't get bogged down with one, just covering each objective. And you can see my content. And then I have, and if I put a video, you can see I have, here's the PowerPoint that goes with that video because I give them the files as well. And I tell them, this is where all their readings are. I'll put a link to it. Read this, read that. Now do this. It's where I give them all of their directions. So that's where I have their content. And then I have their Unit 1 assignments. Here's what's due, here's when it's due, and here's what it is. They can also see all of that in the syllabus, projects and rubrics, and in the schedule when they're due. But I have it multiple times so they're not missing it. And I make sure that all that information is the same. So that's my modules. That's where all my course content is. Then they simply have their grades, and that's it. And they can see who's in the class. We're not going to do that because I'm not going to show who's in my course. But that's how simple it is to set up a course. But my goal is simple for the end user. They log in, they see everything. They see, here's what I need to do to get started with this class. They go to the syllabus, they have all their assignments, schedule, rubrics. They go to the discussions, they know this is where they post everything. Go to the modules, this is all their course content. The less links you have, the less places they need to click, the better, because you don't need them to click 4 times to get into something. And that's how I've developed my online courses. That's how I've structured them. Thank you.